MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. At the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Off tonight for Boston, right fielder, number 11.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Here's Javier Baez, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Here comes the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And Harold, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, Matt, with both teams on a losing streak, one thing we know for sure, somebody's going to walk out of here in this first game of the series with a win and then get on their winning streak. So this is a big battle to turn things around for you right now. You want to be that team on the winning side.
Mookie Betts is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers, number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. 1 away. So digging in now, Shin-Soo Choo. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ethier moving in, but this will land untouched. 1 out, nobody on. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
So striding forward now, Rougned Odor. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He's getting a little shaky trying to close this inning out. Look, he gives up a base hit. Then he almost hits the guy right here. Got to take a deep breath, throw strikes.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He'll begin things here against Andrew Kashner.
Hanley Ramirez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Odor ranging into the outfield, 1 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And he lays off there, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Jonathan Lucroy.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Another one sent foul. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Hit out towards second. There's Baez. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Into the box, Robinson Chirinos. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the first pitch here from Price. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now here's the pitch. That's ball 2 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Mike Napoli. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And that'll get down for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Here's Carlos Gomez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground is short. Zobrist has it. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good. Tired. At the plate is Andre Ethier. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Andre Ethier.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Here's Chris Young. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he...
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double. Striding into the box, Martin Prado. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Pillar.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Gomez. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Elvis Andrus.
Leading off for the
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Pillar, and that's the first out of the inning. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here. Now, that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat. I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
So he sets him down swinging. Shin-Soo Choo becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Javier.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's through for a hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a move over to first. A tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Really aggressive swings right now. Ball's out of the zone, up high. He's swinging through them, not going to put them in play. He's really got to bring that pitch down and get it into the strike zone.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Hanley Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a swing here by Ramirez as he sends this one high in the air out to deep left field. Gone! Ready now, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Ben Zobrist.
First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup is way low that time. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. DeShields is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rougned Odor. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Rougned Odor.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And this is up and in, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Now Price is 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Striding in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Skied into straightaway right. Chasing after it is Pilar. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Standing in, Robinson Chirinos. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Price gets his sign. Here comes the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough, and he does make.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Catcher, Yasmani
and the pitch.
Grandal.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Andre Ethier.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gomez giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Next for the Red Sox.
So stepping in, Chris Young. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ball 1.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
Chasing after it is DeShields, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Martin Prado now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Chopped weakly to the left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's Mike Napoli now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
First baseman, Mike Napoli.
Into the windup and the pitch. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. So striding in, Carlos Gomez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. He just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Striding in once again, Kevin Pillar. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Pillar.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Chu has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Here's Javier Baez. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good in most of the game.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Javier Baez sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay throw. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Has a look, now the pitch. And there he goes towards second. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 0-1, here's the pitch. He's on the move again from first. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. DeShields going back. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Ready once again, Elvis Andrus. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Elvis Andrus.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike 1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Andrus is moving. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Betts. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The relay. Throw into second, not in time. He took a chance tagging up, but made it pay off.
The third baseman.
So stepping in, Adrian Beltre, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Getting a few steps off of second there. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Price comes home to 2-0. Hit swung on and missed the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Rougned Odor.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Rougned Odor is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
That is power versus power. Here it is. Here's my best fastball. I'm going to get it up in the zone. I dare you to hit it.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. From the stretch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This guy's a good hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches already, fouling balls off. But as the pitcher, I got to keep throwing him strikes. And if he hits it, hopefully it adds somebody.
So he records his 5th strikeout there. Rougned Odor becomes out number 2 this inning. And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
Designated hitter, Robinson.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Robinson Chirinos is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. And a second run is across. In to score is the runner from first. It's now 3-1. Ready for another chance? Mike Napoli. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. For Chirinos, he picks up double number 2 on the year. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. Welcome back to Arlington. The Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead it off. Here as we begin inning. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly a sitting fastball ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. DeShields is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Yasmani Grandal goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Andre Ethier is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Chu has a read on it, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in once again, Delino DeShields. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Left fielder, Delino DeShields.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Price ready with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 from Price. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off. And now a pitch on the way. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. The 2-2 coming now from Price. On the ground to third. Prado is there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Carlos Gomez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Carlos Gomez.
First offering on its way. Hey now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a neck high fastball that time. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Zobrist now. It's short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Pilar in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Here's Chris Young. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up.
Designated hitter, Chris Young.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Martin Prado. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Squeezing it is Odor, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Kevin Pilar. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. At the plate, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Right. Fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
Fernando Abad is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Fernando Abad.
And he takes ball 1.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2. Here it comes. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Now this is swung on and missed by Choo as he's dispatched for the first out.
The third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Pitch on the way. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And Beltre's got himself a base hit. Now batting, Rougned Odor. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. In there, a base hit. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Did you see the movement on that pitch? Started right at him and came back over the plate.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Robinson Chirinos. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ryan Webb was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. He's set and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Oh, that was a big pitch right there. That was a swing count for me. Now the pressure's really mounting. You got the bases loaded in a tight game right here. He's got to deliver. He's got to throw strikes. As a hitter, you know he's got to come to you. All the pressure's on the pitcher right now.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's another 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Robinson Chirinos becomes out number 2 this inning. Hamilton will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 1-0 pitch on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Prado is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Here's Javier Baez. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Second baseman.
Jeremy Jeffress comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 23. Jeremy Jeffress.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
That's 2 close pitches right there, and he just laid off him. I think he's sitting on one specific pitch, and he hasn't gotten it yet.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Betts is going to turn for second, and he'll pull in there with a 1-out double. Ready now, Hanley Ramirez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Gomez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Matt, this has been one of those up and down teams. They lost the last game, putting them at 500. Everybody wants to play above 500 baseball. Maybe they'll be motivated by that alone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Softly hit here to the left side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
Batting second here tonight.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Here it comes now to Andrus. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Here's the tag by Iglesias, and they've got him at second base. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Here's Rougned Odor now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Avila has a play, and that's the third out. And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman Ian Kinsler.
Ball 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Well, that's a high pitch he's swinging at right there. Even if he makes contact on that, Matt, I think it's a pop-up. He's probably not going to drive that ball. That ball's so high out of the zone.
And a rather easy first out. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's a good pitch right there. If that's any indication the type of night he's going to have, if he's able to locate that 2-seam fastball, they're going to have trouble hitting him.
And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Right fielder.
Here's J.D. Martinez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. At the plate, Nomar Mazara. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hitter, Nomar Mazara.
This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Now here it comes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
3-0 now. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 3-1. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone. You hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something. Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called, and that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Jonathan Lucroy is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And he comes back with one that misses here, and it's 1-1 to the Ranger backstop. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Line towards center field. And that is a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and the Rangers will take a 1-0 lead. Into the box now, Hamilton trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch coming. Here it is. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A pause and the 0-2. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. And now a stoppage as I believe, yes, a balk has been called here. They'll say he never came fully set that time. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he stayed high with a changeup, apparently. Ball 2.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s.
Josh Donaldson.
First offering on its way. Way out in front.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Full count, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in, Adam Jones. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and little pop up here right behind home plate. And no one will get this one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Standing in, Jose Iglesias. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out in the. Here's Carlos Gomez, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bradley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So 1 away now. That'll bring in Shin-Soo Choo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's the 1-1 now to Choo. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Elvis Andrus. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is in the air out to right field. Martinez has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Rougned Odor. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Rougned Odor.
Anibal Sanchez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. First pitch coming now from Sanchez, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Sanchez readying the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, James Loney. He'll lead it off against Tyson Ross.
First baseman, James.
First pitch
Loney.
On its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. The 0-2 home. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
So it was a swinging strike 3. James Loney is sent packing to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Nick Castellanos started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Settling under it now is Choo, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Another 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-2 once more. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And the pitch. Oh, and Beltre really wanted that one, but he didn't get it. Behind 0-2 now. This one's down at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Sanchez readying the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Payoff pitch one more time. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Digging in to try it again. Jonathan Lucroy looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
A swing and a miss at a ball down. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. As that. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The Tigers, number 5, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is popped up. Odor under it to put it away for the first out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now he'll step off and rethink this. Here comes the first pitch. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Hit on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Settling in now, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit toward the right side. And this is taken for the out. Digging in, Hamilton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 32.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. There's Kinsler at second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Now in the box, Carlos Gomez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. Heading for second here is Gomez. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. 1 run, 4 hits. And no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Down the first baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Elvis Andrus. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 1 run, 4 hits. And no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Striding in, Adam Jones. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Left fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Odor ranging into the outfield. 1 down. Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Standing in, James Loney, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And a good cut by Loney, but he didn't get it, and quickly it's 0-2 now.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy. I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. digging in to try it again. Rougned Odor. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Rougned Odor.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And now pitch on the way. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nomar Mazara, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Third baseman number 20.
Digging in once again, Adrian Beltre. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The pitch. Hit to third. Throw on Deloney will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Nick Castellanos comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Nick Castellanos.
On the ground to the left side. Andrus with the backhand. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher Alex Avila. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
There's another swinging strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working. Great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it, they're going to keep swinging and missing.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Pitch on its way to Avila. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The batter, number 3.
Striding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And the changeup is way low that time. 2 out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
To third. Right there is Beltre. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields.
Left
fielder. Couple of walks.
Delino DeShields.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th. At the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Jimenez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
46.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Kinsler for 1. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Ready for another shot now. Hamilton. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to 3rd and ring it. Digging in and looking for more. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Popped in the air back behind short. Andrews is there for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Into the box now, Josh Donaldson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Grounded foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Here's Carlos Gomez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Center fielder number 14, Carlos Gomez.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, trying to throw a high fastball right by him there didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Carlos Gomez goes down to become the 1st out in the 8th inning. Shin-Soo Choo is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Well, clearly he's not setting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Shin-Soo Choo goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Elvis Andrews is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Now he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bradley moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in. Ready once again, Rougned Odor. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Well, that was a big two-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious.
And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Jones will make the catch, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Adam Jones. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
Take something off, but it's 1-2 now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
The shortstop, number 1.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 1-1 now to Iglesias. A fastball that just misses inside.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Well, Matt, he's already got 2 strikeouts. He's really struggling. Right there tells us how bad. Got 2 strikeouts. You go up there and you're swinging the ball out of the zone. He's not seeing anything right now.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
First baseman, James Looney.
Ross is ready. Here's the first pitch. James Loney is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. He was able to keyhole a strike on 2-0 to keep the inning alive. Standing in, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
And again a throw. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Chu coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. No hits in 3 tries. So far, he's
third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
Now at the plate, Delino DeShields. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Jurickson Profar will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 19, Jurickson Profar.
And he takes ball one.
Yeah, I think he missed that one, Matt. But you know what? That's going to happen. Umpires are part of the game. They're human. They're going to make mistakes. He missed it. Oh, well, get over it.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a shot to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Missed a pretty good pitch to hit right there. You know he wants that one back because you usually don't get more.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And Jones puts it on the money. He's out at home plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Number 32.
Digging in now, Hamilton, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. 0-2. Here it is. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Jones is there and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Into the box, Alex Avila. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. Alex Claudio is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Now pitching for Texas, number 58, Alex Claudio.
David Lowe will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
David Lowe.
On the ground to the right side, fielded by Adore. And a good throw gets him one gone. Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 3 so far. So he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Keone Kela comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Center fielder.
Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance. Kept the opposition at bay. And as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, his stuff was electric here in this one. So there's
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jose Quintana gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Man, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
Here's Rajay Davis now. He will lead this one off today.
Rajay Davis.
And underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Garcia coming on, but this will land out there just foul.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays.